wasn't just, it was 5 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. We've been behind one the whole way. So, you know, Baylor obviously didn't do anything to help us there for a stretch, and then we got a break with TCU knocking Baylor off to give us a game lead. But yeah, we're in a good spot, but we still got to take care of business, and beating a team that just beat Baylor will not be easy tomorrow night, and certainly Baylor did what they had to do last night, hoping to serve at home, even though it was a fantastic basketball game. So it sets up for some pretty for some dramatics, I guess, this last 4 days of the season.
How do you assess just the maturation, the development from Doak 4 years ago?
Well, I think he has matured a lot. And you know, it should be pretty natural. Anytime you have somebody at whatever age, 4 years later, we should all be more mature than we were initially, but certainly at his age and coming here at such a young age. And he was probably even younger than what his age was when he got here, in large part because America was new to him. We didn't have, didn't have basically structure or support, locally from a family standpoint. So to see how he's matured and grown is really nice, really cool, and even though the injuries were terrible to have, it's probably forced him to mature in some ways and accept some things that maybe he wouldn't be quite where he is right now if he hadn't gone through this.
He's been through them. How much of a factor is the mental part of injuries, and specifically the one he's dealing with right now?
Well, I think the one he's dealing with right now isn't remotely close to anything he's dealt with in the past. We're talking about maybe a game now as opposed to seasons before. So, I think he's handled it well. The one thing that I kind of take confidence in, when Doak hurt his knee his sophomore season, the year we go to the Final Four, he was unbelievably disciplined and did everything he possibly could to come back. Because if he hadn't come back, we wouldn't have made it out the first weekend. I don't know if you guys remember Angel Delgado. What did he get, like 9 offensive rebounds or whatnot? And if Doak couldn't have played, the 20 minutes that game, he wouldn't have advanced that weekend. So he showed that he can come back from an injury.
Only 2 games left in the regular season. What would you say this team's best intangible is?
The intangible, I'd say, they like the moment. They're good competitors. Certainly, I think never can you probably be tough enough, but I think they're battle tested. I think they're tough. And certainly that doesn't guarantee anything moving forward. But I like the intangibles of our team. But I would probably hang our hat on is they like the pressure. So which I think is very positive.
Doak told us he wants to play desperately. Do you think he will?
Well, yeah, I think that he definitely wants to. I don't know that he will or not. It depends probably on how things go today and how sore he is tomorrow. But he's trying. He's getting treatment 4 or 5 times a day and doing everything he's supposed to do. And it's one thing to want to play; it's another thing to want to play on senior night. So I know he'll do everything he can to get out there.
Do you know what it'll look like if he doesn't? I mean, pretty much like Saturday, or have you had some time to think?
If he doesn't play,
right?
Well, we'll go from a team that's not very big now to a tiny team. You got David with some size, and after that you're going to play all guards. And so, regardless if it's Tristan or Christian or whoever's playing the so-called pivot position for us, it'll look totally different. And we haven't had enough time to practice to become good at that, because today we need to practice like how we think the game will go tomorrow. But the guys will figure it out somewhere.